From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 50 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is...
And got his man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing here, Purdy. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Purdy. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught by Jennings. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Purdy now to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 70 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Ayuk goes in motion. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and goal from the 1. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air, Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Purdy.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left.
Now he's loose again.
And he gets this one down to the 24. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Allen off the play fake.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run the counter with Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Up the middle to Davis. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Cook up the gut. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it.
And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here's Purdy to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
from 8 yards out.
And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Allen.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Allen.
Again, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
For the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Now Allen. Down the left sideline. They'll have the 1st down and more than that.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Here's Allen.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want
GG's, bro. Live on YouTube, BookofEliGaming.
And go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Buffalo. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Allen going to throw to get things going. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll run here with Brown. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third down and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion, Shakir. Once again, it's Cook. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Geno Stone with the tackle. Cooper going in motion. They'll go again with Davis. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that'll set up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
When you find yourself in this situation, though, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On first down, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And oh, he missed it. Missed the extra point. And this is going to stay a three-point game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Allen.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did. Walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor-Rapp.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. It's second down. Here's Allen to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Allen. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
One more time. Play. Big play.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he's going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Here's Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Bengals are out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
Second down, Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A first down throw for Burrow. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with, the ball's out. The Bengals have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble. And the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Allen on first down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
First and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow now. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And he'll get this inside the 10, but not much further than that. A carry here for Brown. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. On the ground, it's Brown. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Live on YouTube, BookofEliGaming.
Right to the air is Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going.
Don't be scared.
13 yards on the game's opening play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
In motion right is Aguilar. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had three other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought two of them were open. Could have avoided an interception.
Nah, don't quit yet.
A different player in coverage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Motion man is Shakir.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understands.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Come on, Brody.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. Again, it's Henry. He juked him. And some space here. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff, running left, Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 38 yards. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, come on.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the
I'm the biggest YouTuber. Hey, I gave that shit to you and you got the safety. Oh, shit, I ain't never seen that before.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still available.
Make sure you go subscribe to the channel. I'm going to drop that clip tonight.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Good shit, though, bro. You got a lot of potential.
To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left.
And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Looking to throw. Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Cook has it left side. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Allen again. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation.
Let's get it. Appreciate everybody stopping by the stream, man. Trying to get 10 likes on the stream. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday, man. It is Taco Tuesday. Don't forget to take a shot for your boy.
And they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
Good shit, bro. You tried.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Able to find the open man. That That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
76 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
In motion, Aguilar. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there.
You ain't gonna get it like that, Bo.
They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Off the option, here's Henry. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
In motion right is Aguilar.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 48 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
3 games straight.
Allen going to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football
Let me know when you're ready to lose, man.
Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bills with a lead and
This the team you be using too. This is the projected score right here. Tighten up over there, family. Nah, not Mr. Goddamn. You ain't gonna talk at the beginning of the game. Not talking. No.
Not sure that that's going to be the formula.
Yeah,
Just keep the
sir.
ball on the
Ain't
ground.
mean no
Keep that clock
disrespect.
moving.
It's just a
When you got a
game.
lead this late in the game,
Make sure you go
above all,
subscribe. It'll
stay
make
in
you feel
bounds.
better.
Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Smash the like button on the stream for me, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put up 40 though, just so you won't try
Ball
to
on the
say I ran the clock
35. Here
out. You
comes
feel me?
2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there.
Man, we ain't talking about that, man. We talking about now.
And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Allen.
Good shit. You ain't gonna score though. You ain't gonna score like me.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions,
I'm gonna put up 40 now. Just got fought with.
tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Hey, I remember correctly, though, man. I did win last, so I'm confused.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
You ain't even trying to get back, man. I respect it, man. Good shit, man. GG's.
Giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That one good for 24 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late,
Don't throw that pick, man. Help me put up this 40.
If wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's Jackson.
Good shit, bro.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 50 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes, bro. Shit, you know. You got potential, though, bro. I see your need.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. To throw is Allen. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Playing around too much. See, I be playing too much, man. See, I'm such a nice guy, man. I just be playing so much, man. Don't worry, I am gonna secure this victory. You love it or hate it.
Big play here is the Ravens are gonna go for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson to throw.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
The Ravens going to use the second of their time.
Good shit, bro. GG, man.
Two teams talking over on their respective sidelines.
You thought you had one now. Nigga had mixed emotions. that nigga gave me the game shit. Thought he was the shit. Shit, then he got put on his ass. Shit, then he got that. Then he came back a little bit. Shit, had a little momentum. Shit, now he got going to leave him with his head down. God, no. Good shit, man. Make sure you check out BookofEliGaming on YouTube, man. BookofEliGaming, man. GG's, bro.
Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back.
I gotta stop playing, man. For real, bro. I be playing, like late in the game. I just be tired, ready to get the fuck out the game. Gotta stop that shit, man. Man, I'm talking about 3-piece. They go a little 5-piece. Right there. Let me see. 19, 20, 21. 22, no, that's a 4-piece. I think I had a 10 script one time. The whole thing was green bean. Let's get it.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Buffalo. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shaquille. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Subtle aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Britton Covey now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Hurts again. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got him. And we are tied. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the gun, Josh Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got this one complete. It's Cooper working across the field. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, here's Davis. Davis has the first down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's
That's how you make them quit, nigga. Get clipped, nigga. That's how you make them quit, nigga. Yeah. Come on, bro. You ain't playing, bro. For real, bro. For real, bro. We ain't playing, bro. We ain't playing, bro. For real, dog. Come on, baby. Let's go. What that is? 3, 2 and 1, man. 2 and 1, bro. Is that 2 and 1? It might be 3 and 1. Let me see. Add 3 piece 21. 22, nah, 2 and 1. Nah, that shit ain't on there yet. 3 and 1. 3 and 1. Hold on, chat. I might go get me something to drink from the store. I'll be right back.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them. And they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Texans
Hey, bro, after I beat you, can you subscribe to my YouTube?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
I know you was a real one.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 45 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Allen going to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now Stroud.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And off to the races down the right side. Here they go. Touchdown, Houston. Take down an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
So why you got niggas holding your shit like, come on, bro? Chat, the cameraman don't even got no haircut. Just imagine that ugly light-skinned nigga with no haircut. Imagine a nigga that needs an haircut. Cameraman talks. You never get disrespected. Nah, you bringing the universal law, nigga.
And no run back coming, so this will come out to the 30.
Ain't no nigga he can't take this. Oh, that's your fault? So why you got niggas holding your shit like, come on, bro? Chat, the cameraman don't even got no haircut.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Imagine a nigga that needs an haircut.
They're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So,
nah, you bringing the universal
deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute
so why you got
and
niggas
try and
holding
get
your
back
shit
in this
like,
game?
come on, bro.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
Never get disrespected. Nah, you bringing the universal law, nigga.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
So why you got niggas holding your shit like, come on, bro?
Here's the Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Never get disrespected. Nah, you bringing the universal law, nigga.
Getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
So why you got niggas holding your shit like, come on,
stack things up.
Chat, the cameraman don't even have no haircut.
Now this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. First down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
That's one of the best transformations I ever did. It's a softball. Like I said, there was not any pressure here. It was just a
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ain't no go to accelerate the end. Once we get to this backside, it was really, really bad.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right.
Because that's right.
And over inside the 15 before they drop. So after the big play on 4th, he's 1st and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen.
Again, like I said,
That is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
you can see that even though they're getting short, the time to come back in a second, they're going to be all nice and white. We'll give it an amazing.
Allen will try to throw for it. And out of pressure, gets there, and he goes down. So he doesn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Are you going to dip it in here?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
I think this is sort of.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive, it was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have the Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
The throwing again is Stroud. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice
purpose frame because the goal is to make it look better than what it did before, and I think they accomplished that. This might be the saddest part of the program because we have a book in from October. These used to be with
Delson in motion. Stroud working out of the gun.
That's complete. It's Collins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release, so this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
That is into the hands of Coleman downfield.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 44 seconds to go before halftime. To the air, Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bills will use the second of their timeouts. As they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Allen. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Yeah!
Stroud to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through in this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Would you play here? No, he don't want to get and that's Keith. Would you play?
Final play of the half. Stroud. Pass taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They run it again with Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Third down and 10.
I just hope.
Here's Allen to throw it.
I just hope.
To the right side and intercepted. Derek Stingley pitching. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'll
give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 33-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks it right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's going to have it Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Allen.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
To throw is Allen.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop it right at the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Allen, they'll run with Cook.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune.
Yo.
It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Good shit, bro. GG's, man. Book of Eli Gaming on YouTube.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense.
That's caught at the 25. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Stroud to throw it.
And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we
Shit's
may
so
be on our
fucking
way
weak,
to
man.
overtime.
Wow, let that shit pick the place for me, man.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
And not willing to risk a return.
You're a real.
This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard
You're a
line.
real. You're a real one. You're a real one.
Here's 1st and 10.
I'm back up now.
Allen.
I'm back up now.
Into the hands of
I'm back up now.
Room to maneuver at the
And I'm back up now.
down the sideline it goes. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, in overtime,
I'm the fucking greatest.
And that score,
Oh,
that's like a
look at the
big
fucking
reveal
movement, bro.
at the end of a great movie, isn't it?
Oh, which way you going?
Almost it appears. They
Oh,
get it done.
man.
How about that score?
Ridiculous.
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Oh, my Lord. Good shit, bro. GG, man.
And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty.
Killed them on the last play of the game.
chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side of the
fuck with the elite. Heard G Herbo, nigga. We fuck with the elite, nigga. What, that's 4-1? 4-1 today. Doing good, we work. Man, that Reese so weak, cuz. Oh, the fuck I took off. Two kills. Wait! Yo, Jaden in the chat, what up, bro?
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Allen on 3rd down. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Working quickly here. Henry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Lamar. He's on the move. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Allen now on first down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And that'll bring up second down. First tone of the game for James Cook. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throw on third down. That's caught for the first. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now the Bills will go for 2. Allen looking to throw this. Escapes the pocket. Oh, and they're going to bring him down. They get the sack and preserve their 1-point lead. Things trim back down to a single-point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Deontay Hardy to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First down throw for Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Pistol snap to Jackson. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he rocks the tackler. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st down, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They go play fake with Jackson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Jackson's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete to Shakir. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he drives this forward to the 6. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
On the move, headed right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. And now the Bills going for 2 again. He's throwing for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. 1st down. Here's Lamar. And this throw's knocked away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Lamar throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Taylor rapping to pick that one off.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds Kincaid. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One final shot before halftime. Pass is caught at the 9. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. He's on the move. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Jackson's going to throw again. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up after hitting Paydirt in the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Blitz coming, Lamar. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Cook. To the races, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead to 7. It's a James Cook touchdown. All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2. Allen looking to throw this. Buying some time right. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Kick this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Oh, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's is how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Going right back to Davis. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll go again with Davis. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming here, Allen. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roquan Smith with the pick. He's off to the races. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. Shakir with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. Again, it's Cook. And they bring him down quickly, but he does have it across the 40. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Cook. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Allen setting up play action. Buys time, rolling right. Still on the move, throwing down the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. And a likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. Get a 2-score game now late. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it.